Real shit. Yeah.
That was his my bad, I had to top that phone, but the fact that it was his first option, like, what's up with Brady? Then, you feel me? Then his second option was like, all right, we'll take the backup. We'll settle with it. I was like, the ball. Yeah, like, Garoppolo.
He has a shot.
Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot, man. I ain't fucking mad, bro. You gotta shoot your fucking shot. Like, I was thinking about this shit back in the day, man. You know, shout out to Wifey for not listening to the cast. But, you know, I had to shoot my shot back in the day, man. And, you know, we're going to leave it as that. So, next topic on the motherfucking agenda, gentlemen, man. Deshaun Watson torn his motherfucking ACL.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That hurt.
It's kind of heartbreaking a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of made me mad.
He was looking good, dude.
Yeah, he was definitely going to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, my God.
He just had an epic fucking game against the Seahawks, dog. And now...
Damn, he's been having like 6 epic games. 4, I think 5 epic games back-to-back, at least collectively, man.
Yeah.
He's been looking lights out.
Yeah, he was in that MVP conversation at that.
This was his year, bro.
Right, he was looking better than a lot of
well, at least he showed that he could play. So, you know,
so even if they do get rid of him,
people come back from ACLs now. Like that shit is like clockwork.
Yeah, they had to master that shit.
They injure so much. The doctors got all this practice now. So,
but it's a mental part of it that's throwing him off because the reason they said he injured this one is for compensating for the previous injury. So you know, it's like you got to get that mental part, man. You got to balance the strength because if you put too much pressure on one side, you know it's gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, true indeed. He'll be alright though.
He'll be alright.
Yeah,
if not,
ACLs every day, B.
Yeah, you right, man. But look, we go say this though, because my shit is this is a question I brought up. This ain't nothing in the ESPN headlines. How y'all feel about Bill O'Brien, man? Because I feel like for the last 2 years, because this season has been wild, but if you count the last 2 years, bruh, shit been looking fucking crazy for him. And he's supposed to be a fucking quarterback whisperer?
yeah.
What's up,
See,
man?
that's the thing. Yeah, like I don't know.
Like he's looking.
Because we only say that because you know that's what the media say. Other than that, we don't know shit about coaches.
Word.
So we can only go by what they say and then what they track record. So he was in Penn State. He was doing all right. He worked in New England, but every coach that's left New England hasn't done anything. Like, so I mean, yeah, he might be overrated. Or I mean, they have a good team. He's making the playoffs with no quarterback, so we got to give him credit for that. And then you know, look, it looked like when they had their quarterback,
they was gonna be a #1 seed. That's what it looked like.
I mean, the offense was you know explosive. Now all the defenders are hurt, but so I don't know. He's probably overrated, but if you win, you make the playoffs, that buys you a couple years.
Right,
but yeah, he's probably overrated.
I find him to be extremely overrated. I find him to be subpar at best at coaching due to some on-field decisions. Granted, I'm no professional coach, but I just saw some things like just game time decisions he should have made. You know, third and shorts, you know, 4th down decisions, and just over the last 2 years, I just thought his pedigree from the way, like TG said, the media portrayed him was like Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh. I'm not even gonna get to Jim Harbaugh right now because they're comparing him to Brady Hoke, and that's an embarrassment in itself. But
Nah, some people I just feel like are head coach. Like Pete Carroll's a head coach. He's not a specialist. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Your offensive coordinator is the guy who's running the offense. Defensive coordinator should be running the defense. They're reporting to you, the head coach. The head coach is holding them accountable for those positions. For their but when you hiring oh, Bill O'Brien, you're a quarterback whisperer and you're an offensive guru. He don't know shit about defense
Right?
At all. Oh, he knows
you know,
how to
and
score points.
and he cares more about the offense. So how would that make you feel if I was the player?
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, it's just that's how I feel. That's the way it's going. Like they hire these guys to cater to the quarterback, but it's the team. You just need a lead. Like Tomlin is perfect. He ain't calling the defense. He don't call the offense. He's managing the game. He's watching. He's deciding if they're gonna challenge. You know, are we gonna go for it here? He's watching the trench. You know, that's what the coach should be doing. You getting a feel for your team.
Welcome, TG.
So that you know, that's my input.
No, man. I agree,
That's
man.
right on the money.
Because when you look at the NFL, man, there's so many different sectors to it: offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah, look at the Giants.
Gotta be well rounded.
McAdoo.
Yeah, man, they talking about gutting that whole shit.
But you know, he had Aaron Rodgers, so he get that job based on what he was doing in the offense in Green Bay. He leaves. Green Bay offense doesn't slack, so he goes to New York. Eli has a good year. They make this guy the head coach. They probably had now that we looking at it last year, it was a fluke year. They probably had an easy schedule. And now that they fucking suck. The offense, and last year their offense wasn't good. So this guy, I remember earlier I was saying he might not get fired, but because the Giants don't fire head coaches, but god damn, if this wasn't the Giants, he would have been fired already. He should be fired.
It might surprise you, bro. You might get a surprise.
Yeah, I can see them doing it. Like if they do it, it's justified. But the Giants just don't do that. But if they do it, they'll do it the right way and blow the whole shit up. Like I will fire everybody: defensive coordinator, head coach, offensive coordinator, everybody gone.
Dude, he's gonna get fired. When the last time you seen the freaking Giants 1-7?
I mean, I probably was a baby. I don't know. Probably, yeah. When I was young, I didn't know. But nah, they haven't started.
Right now it's an emergency, dude.
Like 1980, I heard on the radio.
That coach is not going to be there next year, bro. He's definitely not going to be there next year.
Salvage, they could win the last 3 games or something. And they'll be like, oh, he turned it around. But if the players don't like him, when they do them exit interviews, probably with the owner and shit, I think that's what will determine. But then again, you're asking players who are not going to be there.
Yeah.
So like Landon Collins is going to be there. I guess JPP, but like they spent all that money on the defense for what?
Yeah, with no offensive line at all. Damn, like how do you do that though? How do you do that? You don't have one presence on that line. Not one.
That's how they do.
No, I mean they banked
crazy.
on
That's how
those.
most of the teams in the NFL is though. Like look at the Seahawks. Not trying to say nothing, but the Seahawks suck. No.
Yeah, Seahawks haven't had an offensive line in 2-3 years.
But the Seahawks have weapons, and I'm gonna be honest. Everything TG is saying.
They have Russell Wilson.
But the thing that the Giants we're leaving out is that Eli is performing terribly. Eli is looking like he's either washed or he needs to get retired.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
But it's like
it's that offense because before McAdoo got there, like Eli wasn't bad. Like they was moving the ball, they was putting up numbers, and then McAdoo comes in. They had that fluke. Like they were good, but I mean, like the offense, they didn't score over 20 the last 6 games. Like, how you not scoring over 20 with Beckham?
No, that's true.
Well, now you really don't have Beckham.
Yeah.
No, I know.
No, they're definitely at a loss.
But even before Beckham got hurt, they wasn't scoring.
Dude, this is just a real bad year for them, bro. That's all it really is, man.
Yeah, shit hit they banked on, they waited too long, man. They banked on that old line being serviceable,
I was born in
and
Serbia.
Brandon Marshall, and they thought those offensive weapons was gonna make up.
Nah, hell no. Whoever made that decision was the dumbest decision ever made, bro.
It's like the 49ers. But
Laugh, man. Basic ass Seahawks, man.
listen, they basic, but you know what? The basic
They better than the 49ers, yeah.
are going to sit here and make the playoffs every year, regardless.
I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
about every year, man, because they're playing.
They might not make the playoffs this year.
They're gonna make it this year. I don't know what you.
The Cardinals might win the division.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Okay, we'll see Thursday.
Cardinals.
We'll see Thursday. Where AP running.
TG trying to eat to you right now, but I ain't gonna hold you.
The Seahawks without, if Earl Thomas don't play, they're not the same team. You let the Redskins in your territory and your type of weather,
Yeah,
the
that was crazy.
Seahawks type game dominate.
Listen. As much as
Dominant.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
That wasn't a weird game. They ain't got no O line.
No.
You saw the Redskins in the
Redskins
backfield.
Yeah,
All
but their defense was still good. Their defense is
no,
good.
Redskins defense is good.
They got a good defense. Our O-line sucks,
Yeah, one of
but
the top defense.
you know that was already new.
They don't have Earl Thomas. It's a whole different team.
And we don't have a couple people. It's a whole different team. We ain't got.
Y'all don't have
Cliff
Earl
back.
Thomas. Whole different
We ain't
team.
got Cliff
Everybody
back.
else could miss. Cam Chancellor was out the beginning of last year, and they was doing fine when he was doing his little holdout. Earl Thomas got hurt.
He ain't doing his holdout. He got hurt.
Earl Thomas got hurt.
Wow.
Russell Wilson can't do it all, man. Can't save ya.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas can save ya.
Listen, I said that because Earl Thomas is the best free safety that we got. That nigga is
He
it.
best safety in the league.
He is on point. He catches everything, but
But he got a hamstring. That's nothing that go away. 1 week.
Nah.
That's a weekly thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers upset the Seahawks.
win. Yeah, all right. Listen,
Next time,
TJ,
yeah.
Happen, man.
TJ,
Football.
Yeah, you make
TJ.
football is like
All right, man.
Nah,
Nah,
wait,
man,
like,
nothing.
Jones, you make it seem like, yo, my Packers took an L to the motherfucking bum-ass Colts that year, man. Like, I remember that shit, bruh. That was a game I marked as an easy dub.
Happens, bro. Catch them slipping.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's your bum ass Packers though.
hey
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
Cage, Mr. Jones is just being a fan of his team right now.
So while he
No, I'm
ride-
being realistic. It might
Just
happen,
let him
but
live.
I doubt it
While
that
he
it's
ride
not.
that
I
Seahawks,
doubt that's not gonna happen.
we're gonna move on to this
So-
Ezekiel Elliott getting this emergency injunction.
Hey,
I'm
that's what
done
happened
with
when
him,
you're a
man.
Cowboy.
Listen, man, nobody really want to talk about that because
Fuck the Cowboys.
Jimmy to the whole.
That's what I gotta say about
Wait,
that.
can play.
Wait,
That's
but hold
all.
on. I hear
Oh,
today
shit.
that they're already talking that he might serve the first 6 games of next season. They're talking that this shit might even this shit is done for this
Okay,
year.
bro. It's the same shit as Deflategate, bro. It's the NFL loves doing this shit. They just want
Dude, that-
fucking news. They just want people talking about the NFL, whether it's good or bad. Just talk about us,
That's right.
us.
You mad at me?
That's what happened. That's what happened when you're a Cowboy. You get special privileges.
You gotta put that
Nah,
on your
it's not even the special privileges because, like, it's just the whole shit about it. Because if you really thought you was innocent, you would fight it.
Nah, you right.
True.
So you know,
True.
I don't blame them for if you have the power to do it. Hey, keep appealing. It's just showing that the whole process with the NFL is flawed. But like, if I'm the NFL, I don't want all this bad press. If you're a business, like, who wants all this bad press? But they don't care. They just want press. Because if you're talking about the NFL, it's clicks. It's, you know, they saying people ain't watching, but people ain't watching because people are cutting cable. Like, let's be serious.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't
True.
off that. Niggas ain't off paying for no fucking Sunday ticket, paying for Red Zone and shit.
Facts.
Find that shit for free, man. Like, for real. That's why the ratings is down for everything.
Shit.
So either the cable companies need to get with it and get rid of these fucking commercials, or niggas is just gonna cancel cable. Like, it ain't worth it. Y'all charging us for like 300 channels and we watch 10% of the channels, 5%.
Well, that's the thing. You know how they kill them is they keeping the internet within a triple package where you're paying less. So
No, I can get the internet by myself, and I'll pay half of what I'm paying right now.
Facts.
Totally agree with you. I agree with you, but it's still people that still trust the internet is better coming from a
No, but it's
major company
easier.
like that.
I mean, TV is just easier. Think about it. I mean, if you had kids, if I was to totally cut my cable, that means I'm gonna have to have 4 Fire Sticks with Cody and all these things on there. You know, VPNs. I gotta, now the kids gotta learn. It's too much. It's just easy to have cable, and that's what we've had our whole life. So you just accustomed to it. But the real reason you have cable, I mean, unless you're really watching TV, is sports.
True.
But now I done figured out how to watch the sports. So
I agree, but I only debate it because in my situation, I cut the cord and I was getting the free cable until motherfucking YouTube and Comcast cracked down on the motherfucking nigga. But that's another story. But you feel me? The fire stick is like, put it like this: the fire stick is dope. But my son, I noticed because he had his little iPad. He was watching hella YouTube. Like right now.
Oh yeah, the kids.
YouTube
watch
is good
more than say TV. Like he has access to like Netflix and Hulu.
That's definitely all kids.
My kids do that.
You feel me? He chooses like YouTube is like a priority, and that fascinates me because like you were saying, like say in a situation with cable, like me, I don't watch like my girl. She got Hulu. You feel me? So she gets all her shows. Wifey is locked. You feel me? Me, I got Cody. I don't watch nothing. You feel me? I got VP Box. Shout out to damn. They might crack down on them niggas next. Motherfuck the internet. But you know, VP Box. Shout out to y'all niggas while y'all still cooking, bruh. Y'all niggas got the best 1080 streams on the fucking net. But like I promise you, and the thing about VP Box, why I prefer them, they let you choose between home and away games. And as a New York Knicks fan, I need my Clyde Frazier. I need my 42 Clyde Frazier games. I'm sorry. I need my 41. I'm a 41 Clyde Frazier games. I need them. I need my Clyde.
Nah, I feel you, but
I need my Clyde, man.
You would think that they notice and they would just shut them out, but they don't think like that.
Yeah.
No, right now they can't do it, bro. They can't do it yet.
It's like, but just think about that though. For the last 3 years, that was my situation. VP Box, Fire Stick, free internet. It was like, yo, and it's like, granted, the free internet is like that's an anomaly. Not everyone's gonna come across that. But say even now, you feel me? Like even now, where it's just like if with the access to the internet and a Fire Stick, you have access to about 80% of the content people are paying for. Probably in the same high definition. Wait, the new fucking update to Cody.
It's even better.
Wait, shout out to TG, because when I was working with TG, he put me up on Cody, and that changed my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's like a true fact. Like I look back, that's like a fucking milestone in my life when I met TG.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine not having it.
Bro, I'm telling you, because I look back on that shit now, Cody. Like with the new update on Covenant, because put it like this was what, 2014, 2015, TG? We're about to go into 2018. So this is me using it for probably say 2.5, 3 years. I know we went way off topic. But bruh, they now stream and scan for up to 4K quality if your internet can handle it. I'm like, what? There's people streaming 4K quality or even up to 4K quality on fucking...
They got 3D movies on there.
Sure do.
On certain, sources, not Cody.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy though. This is fucking crazy to me. Like it's crazy. And all I need is the internet to get access to that. A fast enough connection. I'm like, yo, bro, this could change the game. Like, yo, you feel like they banned Cody in Europe. Like they banned.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's just illegal. And like I see why. Because just everything I'm saying now, bruh. You have bro, I was watching the finals last year.
You got access to the whole freaking world, son.
1080p.
Yo, you got access to
that's what it is. But in America, they don't care.
Son, I'm watching channels from Jamaica, bro. I'm watching channels from India if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's the cool shit about it. Like you see so many different commercials.
Right,
it's just
bro.
It's weird, but
10 years
you
ago,
could get lost on there.
10 years ago when I was working at GameStop, a nigga tried to tell me about this shit and it went way over my head. couldn't understand.
He probably was
anything.
talking about XBMC though.
Yeah, he was probably that's what it was originally, and he was telling me like, wait, but hold on, he was telling me like, yo, he was watching shows from other countries, and I was like, all right, that sounds cool, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't selling me on the shit that I like. He was selling me the shit that he likes. So I'm like, this shit sounds corny, bro. I don't want to watch fucking Japanese television. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
You know, he was off that hentai, man.
Real shit.
Speaking of Japanese stuff, did we check out the Amari?
Bro, you have to cut in with the hentai too. Your transitions is just a classic. Shout out to the senior analyst. So what was that?
You know what? Did we check out the Stephon Marbury movie that we said we were gonna check out?
No,
I
didn't get a chance to. Damn, I didn't get a chance to.
Perfect transition too, but nah, damn. No, we're gonna watch that, guys. Could we get that for Friday? Could we have a review ready for Friday? Are we gonna watch?
Definitely.
Is that enough time for us to get a watch on that?
Yeah,
Can everybody get it?
Yeah,
I could get it.
Cody, man.
I can download Cody quick and
That shit might be on YouTube.
Yeah, it probably is on YouTube.
Word.
And if you ever get a chance, you know, while on YouTube, just if you ever got some downtime, about 90 minutes, watch Killer Season. It's always a great watch on YouTube.
Hook classic.
Excellent.
No, that's top 5 movies all time. For me. I could watch that shit
really?
every day. Bro,
Nah,
are you kidding me?
I can't.
At the funeral?
Not Killer Season.
The nigga was hollering at the old lady?
Nah,
Word up.
when he spelled the little girl, I couldn't do it.
Oh my god, that shit. I skipped that part though. Because he really did that.
I couldn't do it. That I
Like-
couldn't do it. That's
Like,
the
how
only
you-
reason,
how
TG,
you-
that's the only reason it couldn't make the top 5.
But he really did it though.
Bruh, how do you, whose daughter is that?
Exactly.
Oh,
That's what's crazy.
he
I
spit
wonder what
on
the daughter's
you.
payday was, though.
I'm telling you, man, Killer Season. Y'all niggas need to get up on that shit, man.
Everybody
know
eats beef.
what's a good movie to really watch like over and over again? Repos with Master P and Michael Blackson.
What movie?
Repo, that's a classic too.
Oh, Repo. Oh man, I forgot about that.
Nah, I ain't never
My
seen
dad
that.
used to buy me all them black straight to DVD
Yeah, those
movies.
the hood joints like.
Chat room.
Definitely.
Shout out to Paper Soldiers, man. That shit was a classic.
Oh, that's
Which one?
Paper Soldier.
With Beanie
Still-
Sigel.
Oh man, Kevin
Kevin
Hart.
Hart.
He was Kevin Hart.
That was the first time I ever heard of Kevin Hart. First time ever.
Paper Soldiers was classic, bro. The
Charlie Murphy
nigga,
slapped the shit out
the
of his ass in
nigga
that
Siegel knocked that nigga out at the barbershop.
Yo, the crazy part is the barbers that's in that
Yo.
movie. That's who cut my hair now, yo.
Are you
I'm telling
serious?
you,
Dead serious, yo.
Bruh,
fucking
classic shit.
Paper Soldiers. That's a classic, yo.
Yo, fucking beyond. But yo, we gonna transition, man. So gentlemen, we gotta definitely talk about our MLB predictions because it's been briefed, it's been old, but we still gotta say. I said Astros in 6. They still took it in 7. Who said Astros in 7? Did we
DJ.
all lose?
No, I think I said 6 too.
Yes.
I said
man.
Astros at 5.
Oh no, I said. Well, everybody
Damn,
said
you
6. I
said
thought TD
5.
said
Damn,
6.
Mac, you had a parlay or something? That was a
Hey,
wild
full faith in him.
Hey, yo, son, that's how I was seeing it, yo.
He had an automatic faith, like, yeah, they just gonna come in and smack the
What is
Dodgers.
that?
Like, fuck
Real
that.
shit, son.
It was like, Dodgers is sweet. He was like, but they really sweet. He was like, they gonna take that shit in 5.
That's how I seen it, bro. Real talk.
Oh, Miami out here balling.
Yeah, man. Oh, wait, gentlemen. Before we get into the fucking NBA, got to do a quick Kyrie alert. Shout out to the fucking bum-ass Celtics on top of the East, 8-2. Bum-ass Kyrie leading the team.
Yeah.
With no Gordon Hayward.
Oh
Bum-ass
well,
Celtics.
mind you, wait. Let's not sit here and try to jump off this too quick, because remember, a couple
Nah, he's-
episodes back to the viewers, Piff did
He's-
say Kyrie's a bum.
He,
Now,
but
he's
he
still
just
calling him
he
a bum,
just said it. He
but he's
just
not
said
owning
it.
up to it.
He just said it. He said Kyrie leading them with Gordon Hayward out. He just said it. He had to say it. It's still early though.
But think about it. It's not that he said it. It's how he said it. It was still salt on it. He
No,
seasoned
but he still said it. Like,
seasoned it. He over
nah, listen. If it was, listen, I don't like the Celtics. You know, it's the Celtics. I mean,
Fuck the
rooting for
Celtics,
this little Irish man. Whole team black. Damn it, it's a little. That's a whole nother thing, but. Fuck it, yeah. So if if it was like the Yankees, like if they was doing their thing, like I'ma still throw some salt on them, but you gotta give credit when credit is due. But it's still early,
Yeah.
so
Y'all niggas
we could be
is some
talking
badass
this time
people for y'all to be
March
doing
and
shit
Cleveland
like
could
that.
be number one.
Yo,
And we'll
I'm
be
saying,
sitting
mama.
here like, yep, well, this is exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
But that shit don't mean what number one do for you in the East. Don't mean nothing. They was number one last year.
Definitely didn't do shit for him. But let's talk about who's not number one in the East. LeBron James.
LeBron James. Come on now.
Yeah, well, Cleveland ain't.
Shit.
Oh man.
Shit, what's going
No
on
joke.
with Cleveland, guys? Is Cleveland? Bro, wait. This is a legit
Nah.
question too. Not because of the media fucking hyping it up, bro. They're actually losing easy games. Like they lost to the fucking Hawks.
They lost to the
Nah,
Magic.
they
The Magic
really
blew them
they
niggas
really
fucking
are
out.
checked out until Christmas.
You think?
They just don't care because they not playing defense. Like I would say it was a problem if they wasn't scoring or like LeBron was struggling. But like he's balling. So the minute they
Yeah.
decide like, all right, we're gonna play some defense, let's try to keep the teams under 100. I think they'll be fine. But because I mean, think about it. This shit's been happening the past 8 years. Oh, is LeBron teams in trouble? Is LeBron team in trouble?
Yeah.
Is LeBron
It's the
like
same
every
pattern.
fucking year? Like the year I'm gonna, stop believing is the year they don't go to the playoffs or something happens. Like it's no point. They do this shit every
But
year. We get
see,
caught up in it.
But see, the thing is, why I'm saying is that it's not even to be caught up in the hype. Is that for this to be a LeBron team? I look at them on paper as a super team, and some games on
Oh, no.
court as a super team.
No, you're right.
But when LeBron has to go ahead and drop 18 in a freaking 18 in the fourth quarter. Why do you have to drop 18 in the fourth quarter? Excuse me, against the freaking Wizards, bro. You're gonna play them at least 3 to 4 more times. You're in the East in the fucking October. Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? He's dropping 56 points in a meaningless game.
He's balling. I just don't know. I don't know.
Why are you
Niggas don't know what's
balling
going on with the
But see,
rest of
that's
the Heat, man.
But that's the thing I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean. Nah,
It's easy to say.
that had to be just because it was that game. But I feel,
he said
but
he wanted to start it off with him because he ain't been in game shape.
But wait, but why? Not
He
even
said he
that he's
wanted
in
to
game
No, but
shape,
I
he
see
shouldn't
what
be
Piff is
balling that
saying.
hard.
I see what you're saying, Piff. Like I wasn't thinking about it like that. Like he's playing
He
well,
had
but
to
like
call
you
that
said,
game
he's
hard.
exerting a lot of energy, and y'all still losing.
Yeah.
Jerry said he
He's
feel like
not
this is
young
the best
either,
shape he was in
guys.
his
Like,
life.
remember, he's 33.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like with this take, what you going with? Yeah, he should be trying to rest. And the way you put it, where if they're a super team, the pieces that they brought in, we figured LeBron, this was gonna take the load off him, and it's like the exact opposite happened. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like he's facilitating more, but he's also scoring. Like he's doing way more, and it's weird.
His stat line
So-
is actually like getting big. Like my bad, TG, because his stat line's
No,
not going.
bad.
It's not going down. Like you get what I'm saying?
No, he should be taking less shots. He should be way more efficient and playing less minutes, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the efficiency is still there, but like his scoring is way like he shouldn't be scoring as much.
Shouldn't.
Like they probably gonna make some moves. They gonna have to do something because
They cannot. And I'm not, and just to take a little of the shade off LeBron, it's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed watching D Wade look the way he looks at this moment. I know it's still early, but wow, D Wade, for you to
Yeah,
even be
man.
running with the second unit, it's like, guys, like, come on, man, like,
I mean,
they're the same draft class, 1 and 2.
I get where you're coming from.
nah, he's older, but this is how it happens. It was just like with Kobe, like,
He is
we
older,
wanted.
bro.
It's like, we know he could do it, and then it's just like, you know what? This might be what he is now. So, listen, by Christmas, if D-Wade's still running around with that high top fade,
He might get amnesty.
shit, he
He
don't
might
look
get
right.
amnesty just for the high top.
He don't look right. Like D-Wade, like, bro, you ain't never had this much hair. I don't even know it's him on the court.
He said, "Is that you? You looking real unfamiliar, D-Wade."
Yeah, you better get them Lee Nings niggas to call him. What they say, Mac? What they say, Mac?
D-Wade, we give you more endurance with you. You were sure. You light on your feet, everything be fine. I tell you.
Yeah, singing Kissing the Dog. What's up with him?
But you know what makes it even crazier though is because now they're saying that Isaiah Thomas is gonna have to, let alone have to, but he's planning to return earlier than the late December.
He has to.
He has to do.
It's crazy.
But now
Shit.
I
Need a
feel like
point
they're
guard.
rushing it now. Like I feel
Yep.
like there's so many things moving that's wrong with this. Because I feel that Derrick Rose should be giving you like acceptable point guard play, and he's not. And he was balling in
it's
New
crazy.
York. I don't
He
get
can't
it.
shoot. Like
Yeah.
LeBron needs shooters. Like he can't start. He gotta come off the bench because he can't shoot, yo.
Man.
And it's crazy because they give him the jump shots,
All the time.
and he just
He's like
can't
an Andre
hit them,
Robertson.
man.
He's like an Andre Robertson. Of the
He not that bad.
He can't shoot. He can't make an open jump shot. Then he's
No.
just that bad. Because
No,
Andre Roberson, they give him an open
Robertson
jump
won't
shot.
even
He's still a
shoot.
slasher though, because he still could create his own shot.
Like Rose can get that elbow
Roberson
jump
is a
shot like
slasher.
Russell Westbrook anytime he wants, but he can't hit it. Like,
yeah.
oh man, like it's frustrating. It's just wide open shots. His form, he jumped like you could. It's just like not dropping. So he just can't shoot.
That's so
He just
sad,
can't.
man.
Because your legs been hurt, so all he has been doing is shooting.
And it's crazy because I'm pretty sure if we could see it, the big wigs could see it in the front offices. These niggas is playing themselves out of the NBA right now. That's how.
Yeah, and the only good thing is that
Gotta
they
do
ain't
that one.
overpay him.
Yeah.
Like, what if they'd have been paying D-Wade 10 mil or some shit?
Oh my god.
He's,
Dang.
yeah,
Oh my
he
god.
getting 2 mil.
That's
You know what? Hey, it didn't work out. They won't look that bad.
But now I'm trying to think, what shooters could you pair there with him? Because now I hate to look at it in hindsight, but that Kevin Love trade, if they could have found a way to finagle and keep Wiggins, I feel like this could have, because they couldn't predict for Kyrie.
Nah, they gotta get if they're gonna rock with Isaiah. If they need Rose to play good so they can move him.
But Isaiah ain't a shooter like that. Like he could.
Nah, but
Rose, I think it's over for Rose,
he's
though.
more of a natural scorer than D Rose.
No, yes, that's absolutely.
Like, you know what? So yeah, I feel like that would be all right, but they gotta find like this is what fucking GMs do. There's some young dude on the bench that's playing like 15 minutes on the team that's ready to take that next step. They gotta try to get somebody like that. I haven't been watching enough basketball to see.
Yeah,
And if I just don't know. I don't know. You're right. I don't.
They could get Tyreek Evans.
he's not gonna.
What you think about him?
Wait.
Nah,
Yes,
he
can get
needs
him. I
they need
believe so.
shooters, man. He needs like spot up shooters. Who's the spot up shooters on the Cavs? Corver and Channing Frye? Nah.
Not gonna be able to do it, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like D Rose can't shoot.
Yeah.
D Wade can't shoot threes. Like he needs
LeBron
shooters because
shoots.
LeBron can't shoot.
Like
Yeah.
wait, like this is like that's the most important part that we keep leaving out. Why LeBron needs shooters because he himself can't.
Yes, exactly.
At all.
Like
Like
So now you got all these guys who, like you said, are slashers, drivers. Yeah, they driving, but who are they kicking out to? You kicking out to Kevin Love? All right, but he has to bang, so he's not at the 3 all the time. And then if he's at the 3, now you're asking LeBron to rebound. Like
yeah,
on paper the shit looks good. So either.
Just
I don't know.
Now, man. Wait, T,
no, maybe they need a new coach.
Yeah, you doubting it but it's crazy because like until we just rip it apart, it's like, yo, these niggas look, they might really be this bad. Like this is
it's not gelling. Like it's not like it's not pickup.
And now check this. This is only the offense we're picking apart. And those shots LeBron was making, like they said, at least 60% was in the paint, 60 to 7. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that just proves our point of him not shooting. He's out there. He's using him down low. It's like we don't know what shooters they could get. Like honestly, even if they could make a trade, who could they trade for? Who do they even have?
I don't know. That's what I mean. Like
that somebody really wants, basically.
Well, I mean. Yeah, and it's like Crowder's not like, he shoots the 3, but he's not a like the way he's shooting 3s, he shouldn't be shooting 3s like that. Like I get it if you're open, yeah, but bro, you shouldn't be taking 6 threes a game.
Like he got it like that, basically.
Yeah, like you shot 40% once in your career, but that's how the NBA is. Oh, he shot 40%. Oh yeah, we could pay him. Like no, you did it one time. And it's not like he's taking a volume amount of 3s. Shit, if I was starting the year and I'm shooting 45%, I ain't taking. As soon as I start missing, I ain't taking no more 3s. Fuck that. Let me keep my percentage up. Get me a check.
You're right. But you see, it's like I feel like that's Ty Lue and LeBron trying to create him into that, or trying to create that position with him, because we all know he's only there for defense. Because now let's look at the defensive side of the ball. You have LeBron.
They ain't playing no defense. That's the thing. Like that's why I feel like it's effort, because they're not even playing defense.
They're just
like you said, the Hawks score 117 on them. The Hawks.
We keep talking about the Hawks, but we're forgetting the biggest disappointment of this season so far, and it's the Magic that blew them out.
Not
135. What? Yes, a Magic scored I think 125, and they had maybe 90 something points. The Magic blew them out.
But I mean that was
garbage time.
those games happen.
But this is the thing. But
the Hawks game, what
I
makes it so magical is that it's an Eastern Conference game. One, you feel what I'm saying? Two,
and it was right after the game they just beat the Wizards. So it's like, all right, you think, all right, the Cavs, they got LeBron is going, they about to come in and run the Hawks out the gym. Nope.
No.
And they was down the whole game. They had to fight just to get, to lose by 2.
Wait, and that's the part. And even if they was to win by 2, like say, let's just flip it though. Even if they was to win by 2, that's the average stat line of how much points they're putting up. Teams are putting up on them. The Hawks, who are openly tanking, is putting up 115.
Exactly. That's my issue. That's the issue. Like they giving up a lot of points, man.
To the way the Hawks are tanking. There's no.
So when they play Golden State might drop 140 on them on Christmas if the way they playing.
Yeah. Oh my God, that might be.
They're gonna get embarrassed.
That might be a slaughter, man. We might have changed the channel at halftime. Wait, y'all laughing now, man? Bruh, like they put up 143 on the Timberwolves in a freaking preseason game, damn near 150. Like I was like the only one making a big deal out of it, but it's like, bruh, 150, like these are numbers I haven't, bruh. I've been watching ball for a while. 150, that's a wild ass number, bruh.
Yeah, it's up there. I'm watching the game now, the Golden State and Miami.
You get what I'm saying? Like these guys, when they are all clicking, Just get out the way, bro. I don't know what to say, honestly. And the thing that's crazy, just to give it a little Golden State shot, these dudes are all young, man. These dudes are either in their,
I was about to say that, bro.
in their prime or about. Yo, you know what's crazy? I think KD just hit his prime. Those 7 years in fucking OKC was just fucking warm-ups.
He probably the next 5 years, like 27 to 32 is probably.
He's gonna,
Cause it's like
now though.
You gotta be like 27, 28.
Yeah, he's still 28. Still young. He didn't touch his prime yet, man.
Nah, he's 29.
But still,
he didn't even touch his prime
because he got the same birthday as my girl.
So
he's 29
for 2 years. So you got him at 27. So you like TG said, from 27 to 32. So either way, you still got him in his prime. Bro.
3 more years.
Dropping 40. Dropping. Oh my, this is insane. Then you still got Steph Curry dropping 40. And then the silent killer, Klay Thompson, dropping 40 in a quarter.
That's crazy. Steph Curry been in the game 10 years, damn near.
I think Draymond is one of the biggest.
Curry?
Yeah, Curry.
Yeah, what was he? Yeah, shit.
Yeah. He been in the game for 10 years, dude. And he getting busy.
Yeah, usually it's crazy because I think it's like, you know, your body is mature, you kind of know your place and your mind. So like that age, like 27, it's like time you start growing up.
Yeah. Start defining.
And now they know what they need to do. You just hopefully you win early and it makes it easier.
Nah, you're right, man.
Like Kawhi.
I agree with that.
You got that ring out the way, so now you could just develop.
I need him to get better though, man. I really need him to get better.
Yeah, man, y'all niggas need to step your fantasy game up, man.
Bro, I'm getting trashed in every fucking league. Basketball.
Yeah,
I just want back-to-back in football.
It's openly tanking in basketball.
Bro, you looking like you belong on Skid Row.
Bro, wait, hold on. Just to go back to LeBron and let's talk a little fantasy. I had this nigga LB in fantasy by at least a good 50, 60 points. I was like, yo, I'm every day switching out waiver moves. Then LeBron drops 57 and 23. Blows the fucking roof off the shit. I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
It's still early, though.
Bruh.
Young man thought he had a friend.
Yo, I thought I had, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I thought I had that one. I needed that win. I was like, yeah, I'm about to go 1-2. You feel me? About to make some moves in the right direction. LeBron. I'm like,
wait, so you 0-3?
0-3.
Yes, he is.
Bro.
He's openly tanking. I told you.
I'm not fucking tanking, bro.
Nah, he trying.
Since this is the NBA topic, we're gonna transition the fantasy to the actual real. And why is Lonzo so ass?
Yeah,
bro, there's a lot of rookies in the league right now, man. There's a lot. I've seen a lot of rookies, man. You gotta understand. Porzingis last year, he was a rookie, man.
No, he wasn't 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years. My bad. Time flies, yo. My bad. Time does fly. But when
you know what's crazy? His body, he ain't ready. He too light in the ass.
Yeah.
Give him give him next year, yo.
And they are going at him extra hard because of his dad, which is crazy. But
he had some diet games. He had a diet game against John Wall. John Wall could have went a lot crazier. I've seen John Wall go crazy. John Wall, he had a diet game. I'm gonna put it like this: he's sweet, and like you said, he's very light in the ass. He's out there looking crazy, like they're pushing him around. They're putting extra pressure on him. But he gotta get like a double tech. He gotta get mad or something. I don't even know if he could get mad. I'm sorry.
That's what's crazy. Like he really looks like that type of player. Like like he always has the same face. You know, he's never smiling, laughing. He don't look mad. He's just monotone, just out there.
And when D'Angelo Russell barbecues you at home, bruh. D'Angelo Russell's probably smoking a blunt at halftime, bruh. Shout out to that nigga, man. He was like, this is easy money right here. D'Angelo Russell, he probably put a bet on himself. It's like, it's like, the part that's crazy to me is that I thought he would be a little bit more aggressive with his shot. He's even sweet with the passing. Like, even say he's even passive with the shot. You would think he'd be a little bit more better with his assists. Like, all right, let's do something crazy Rondo numbers, crazy boards and assists. Nah, he's not even crazy.
But you know what's great? He's not playing. Like, Like how I was talking about Ben Simmons and he should be like playing the last 4 minutes. He's not out there in the last 4 minutes of the game.
That's because he's not showing the intensity, bro. Like he's not showing that he want to play.
No, wait. When you're not playing,
No, it's not.
It's
Not that. It's not that.
No,
If the
he's
coach,
not productive.
the coach, no.
He's not productive. He doesn't fit
Bro,
those crunch
exactly.
time situations.
Exactly.
He
His
ain't
production
deserve-
is based off whether he wants to play though. Like he's not putting up no numbers. He's not doing nothing. Like
No,
he
you
has
gotta
one
Yeah, but you
understand.
could want to play and not be putting up
Right.
numbers.
You
just
can
might not
put
be
up
good
numbers
enough.
and still be
You
in
don't-
the
you don't
last
have
4
that-
minutes, bro. Like you
You
gotta
don't have that
understand, like niggas
ambition
like
to sit here and go,
Zaza,
oh, yeah,
they
I
don't
wanna
want him
do
out there
this.
shooting the ball, but he's out there the last 4 minutes if they need that defensive pressure. Or
Well,
if they
yeah,
need-
yeah.
He's there for a reason,
You
man.
get what I'm saying? It's like you can make yourself useful. You can become a utility. He has not even found that aspect of his game. And that's what is really driving me nuts. Because one, from a fantasy aspect, he's putting up shit on the fucking boards. And two, from
Oh,
a
boy.
professional aspect, he's fucking, he's looking like a bust. I'm sorry.
He's looking like a rookie,
He's
like
not.
a real rookie.
Yeah, that's
No,
a
he's
glorified
looking.
rookie.
No, he's looking like a bust, and I'm gonna tell you why. And granted, yeah, TG's right. He's looking like a rookie, but when I'm saying a bust, he's looking like who can I compare him to right now? He's looking like a motherfucking a Derek Williams.
What,
You remember
Kwame
him?
Brown?
Yeah, Kwame
Nah.
Brown. Derek, what do you mean? I'm telling
Nah,
you, TG.
I feel
Number two pick?
Derek.
Number 2 pick.
No. Yeah,
Right.
I mean Michael Beasley.
Yeah, right. You right, but wait, Michael Beasley could score. Michael Beasley was aggressive. Michael Beasley had attitude. You get what I'm saying?
No, but I feel like a bus. Like Anthony Bennett is a bust. That's the worst in my lifetime. That's the worst one.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
that's
Greg
pretty bad.
Odom.
Greg Odom wasn't a
Greg
bust.
Odom, he got hurt. He wasn't a
That's
bust.
not a
Like
bust. He was balling,
like he
bro.
didn't suck. Some guys come in the league. Like I see what Piff is saying. Like, all right, Lonzo had the hype. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't watch him in college like that. I saw a couple clips. All right, the team was pretty good. Okay, but if you're watching him, like he could play basketball, but I'm looking like he ain't ready. Like he should be in college one more year.
Probably 2 more.
Or, but in basketball, they drafted him and they throw him out. He's looking like Ingram looked when they took him. It's like,
Or
they
TG.
comparing this guy
This could be
to Durant and all of this. And then you see him and it's just like, yo, this guy's way too skinny. His shorts is way too high. And he's not ready.
And wait, and
that's what it's looking like.
Lonzo will be good next year, bro. He'll be good next year, dude.
man.
he-
have a tough year.
Wait,
He-
I'm sorry, TG. Let me get this off right fast. Is that the Lakers? Look at their last 5 picks. They have all been marginal players, if best. None of them has been a breakthrough like Porzingis. I'm
No,
not
you're right.
saying
I'll
Porzingis
give you
'cause I'm
that.
a Knicks fan. I'm saying Porzingis because his 3rd year in the league and he's dropping 30. Leading the
Yeah,
Knicks
but
is a
he's-
6th seed right now.
He's definitely what he's living up to what his ceiling could be, because that's why you take him. This guy's 7'3", that could that has the tenacity to play defense and block shots, and he could score. So once he develops and gets a body and learns the pro game, he's doing what he's projected to be doing.
Right.
But you're right, yeah. Like their last 5 picks, they haven't hit. But look at the Sixers. They took all them people, and Ben Simmons is the one.
They hit 3 times. They hit 3 times. Wait,
else?
Nerlens Noel.
Embiid.
They had to trade
No.
him.
Embiid is a
No.
good motherfucker.
Wait, they had to trade Nerlens
No,
Noel.
Embiid. Yeah, my bad, Embiid. But
Embiid,
I mean, it took him
Simmons,
3 years.
Embiid,
But
Simmons,
Embiid and Ben Simmons, I mean, it paid off. But how many first picks did they have?
Wait,
And they had number ones.
yeah. Wait, I'm telling you, only
So,
reason
I
I'm
mean-
saying Nerlens Noel is because he's playing quality minutes. He's starting right now, I believe, for the fucking the Mavs.
No, he plays, but I don't think he should have never went that high. He had no offense in college. Like I just didn't feel like he shouldn't have been picked that high.
Yeah,
But like I don't consider him a bust because, like you said, like he's still playing. Like I don't know, like I don't consider Michael Beasley a bust either because he's still playing. Like if they still in the league and you are getting minutes, you just didn't live up to what what that hype was. I It's not necessarily your fault. The team that drafted you could have over projected you.
But he's not even living up to rookie hype, man. We've seen.
Oh no,
rookies come in and, like,
nah. No,
you feel
based
me?
on the season right now, he's definitely not. It's looking like it's looking like that Brandon, and it sucks because he had all the hype.
And wait, what makes it even worse is that they traded D'Angelo Russell. Because let's think about it. Out of all their picks,
Look where he at now.
D'Angelo Russell was probably their best one.
Because they didn't want to wait.
Julius Randle,
But see,
done. I'm not gonna say he's done, but he's definitely a role player.
he's average. He's average.
Yeah.
He's a role player.
He's definitely. Wait, Brandon Ingram. Granted, it's still very early, but when you compare his
He's
second year to
looking like-
Porzingis' second year, I
No,
don't
they're
know,
not on
man.
the same level.
Wait, they're definitely the same. There's not same draft class, but if you're comparing their years, they're almost the same player. He's 6'8", he's 7'2". He's what? 4
No,
inches
but they're
taller?
not.
Like,
If you want to compare them, okay, but like you said,
no, I'm not gonna
if
compare
you're
'em.
watching basketball and you're looking at what they're doing, they're not on the same level.
no, absolutely, TJ. I wouldn't. That's a terrible comparison, but I'm just saying as far as growth.
I get what you mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
a lot of people just don't. That's how you know. This is when people separate themselves. Like Porzingis is a perennial all-star. Or they call him a unicorn. He's exactly what that is. He's gonna be like Dirk. You know, he might be a 15-year all-star. You know, he just is. You know, and it's panning. Long as he don't get hurt, it's panning out like that. Some people it take time. Look like
That's the
Steph
word,
Curry.
man.
It just took time. Some people would take time, but I feel like the draft pick, all that ties into it. Cause like D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers just ain't want to wait. He was 19. You were taking a kid going against in the West, a point guard in the West, and he wasn't even a true point guard.
No, you're right.
So I just, now, it is what it is. Got to be in the right system and just pan out. We're going to see. But as of right now, you got a valid argument. Like, he's not looking. His father is going to have to eat a lot of words.
Yeah, and the part that's crazy,
He set him up for failure,
I
man.
didn't even get to his father's hype. We didn't even get to his hype. We're going to leave that where it's at. Just based off what he's doing on the court is disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, just as far as with our predictions, because, I said the Knicks were going to make the playoffs. I'm not riding any bandwagon hype right now because it's still early. But I will say this, though. If, say, because we all were saying somebody's not going to make the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? The anomaly in the West and anomaly in the East. I doubt the Cleveland Cavaliers will be, but say one of the high-ranking teams are, and the Porzingis does lead them to say like a top 5 or 6 seed. This could be very interesting.
It'll take out the Raptors.
No, wait, absolutely. Take them out. Wait, but it's just to look at his growth though. He excelled a lot faster than anyone could even expect.
People thought.
If you see what I'm saying? Way faster than anyone thought. In 3 years without Carmelo and you're leading them to the playoffs, that's scary. Like, that's really scary. And it's scary because if you put actual pieces around him, this team could be a problem. That's what, if you see what I'm saying.
But it's also the timing. Like, this is the time for you to squad up because LeBron is about to be on the way out.
Wait, and I was saying,
that's why
I was saying
Boston.
that. Y'all niggas tried to make me sound crazy in the other pod. I was saying that.
No.
Yes,
You said Porzingis is top 5.
Right
That's
now.
what the fuck you said.
I said
Yeah,
top
you
5
sure so
based
did.
off of potential.
No,
I'm not taking
No.
it back.
No, that's not what it was.
no, I don't care what the fuck you said.
Potential wasn't involved in that.
Look at him now.
Potential was
Look
not
at him
involved.
now.
Now he wants to say potential, but whatever. I'll give him that.
I saw this. Wait, I'm not gonna say I saw this.
we
this
all
fast, but I saw that.
We all seen the potential. Nobody's gonna argue with that. But when you sat there and said he was top 5, he wasn't no potential. We was sitting there naming people that already were proven in the league and that you were saying that you were naming him over. But if top 5 potential, I'll give you that. I ain't gonna argue with you with that. And based on what we watching now, he'd be proving your point.
He has
But
the
it's
potential
not
to
a
be the
surprise.
player.
Like, we knew he didn't suck.
No, you're
He was a
absolutely right.
candidate for Rookie of the Year on a dysfunctional Knicks team. You know, and it's
stood
addition
out.
by
Still
subtraction.
stood
They
out.
got rid of Melo.
Yeah. Wait.
Some people,
I was
some
saying
people
that,
do
though.
better once he knows, like, all right, it's my team. Now they you know, and some people grow into that role,
No, you're absolutely
and
right.
he might be that type. Like, he wants that. Like, he wants to be that guy. He will, you know. So everything is looking up, and like you said, now people gonna want to come play with KP. The Knicks got money. Like, why wouldn't you want to come play in New York? So,
Let me find out
know.
the Knicks about to be contenders.
No. Don't
nah,
get too
but I
excited.
mean,
I'll say
if we
this.
go back to the first pod, I was telling you, I had the Knicks right there and the 76ers.
Yeah.
True.
And then now look, like the 76ers and the Knicks definitely making the playoffs. It's not a question. Like, who? Because and shit, Orlando. So none of us had Orlando in there.
Yeah.
Not at all. He was like the team didn't even exist.
So that means
expansion again.
The Hornets is coming out. Well, they was on the cusp. They done. I don't even know what their record is, but between the Magic, the Knicks, and 76ers, that's 3 spots.
Yeah.
So 3 people,
You gotta put in the
something
Cavs.
changing.
You got to put in the Cavs. You got to put in the Raptors. You got to put in the Wizards.
You don't
And
have
Boston.
To put in the Raptors.
And Boston.
You don't have to put in the
That's
Raptors.
7 teams right there.
Say the Hornets. Is that you want to make your wild card?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Or
know
the
no
Pacers.
other teams.
The Pacers.
I don't.
the Pacers.
How are the Pacers doing? Like, I don't even know how the standings look.
Daddy is young. He's looking good, bro.
The Pacers are 500.
He's working.
But if you want,
Okay.
But I'm saying if you're gonna pick a wild card, it would be between the Pacers or Charlotte. Wow, that's crazy. They're both 500. I didn't know that. But that would be.
I haven't been looking at the standings. I'm gonna check right now just to see.
That's wild.
Oh
man.
shit, the Hawks are number 5. So right now it would be. Nah, this ain't right.
Still early, man.
Nah, this is last. My
No
bad.
Yeah,
predictions
that's
yet.
not right. The Hawks is the last in the division, man.
Yeah, nah, shit is all fucked up. That shit was 2016. Here we go. Let's see, conference. So right now it would be Boston, Detroit, Orlando, Washington, Toronto, New York, Philly, Charlotte. No Cleveland and no Milwaukee and no Miami.
I know Cleveland's getting in. I believe Milwaukee's getting in. So 2 of those teams got to get out. So I think
I don't know, man.
Charlotte's getting out.
The Hornets gonna get out. Yeah, the Hornets is kicking
And
out.
it's a flip between the Knicks and the Sixers.
The only right now, like the only teams that got separation is Boston and Detroit. Detroit's 7-3. So they got a little, but everybody else got 4 losses, and all the teams that's 1 game out got 5 losses. So, you know, in 2 games, this whole list could be different.
No, you're right.
And the West, you got Houston, Minnesota, Golden State, Memphis, Portland, Spurs, Clippers, Utah.
Goddamn.
So we got New Orleans is tied with Utah, and the Lakers and Denver. So OKC right now is not in 4 and 5. Crazy.
Not, and like I said, I'm not surprised.
I think every week we should go look at this list and just see how it changes weekly.
If y'all remember the pod, I think it was episode 3, didn't I?
No,
It's still
you
early.
said it.
Still early.
No, but this is why we should do it, to see how it changes the argument weekly. So like this week you would say, yeah, like it ain't looking good for OKC, and then we could check next week and they be number 4. You know, just to see what teams are staying in the same spot. I'm about to screenshot this shit.
No, absolutely.
Just so we got it.
No, I agree.
So we got the top 8.
Because now when I think about it, I deeply, that was a hot take, but I deeply believed it then, and now seeing their struggles now, like they're having small struggles like communication, but come on, you're 10 games in. You guys still having communication issues?
Look at the fucking Cavs, y'all. We sitting here talking like that, but look at the Cavs. Like all teams.
No, we're not going back to the Cavs. We just gave the Cavs 20
I'm
minutes.
just saying.
It's OKC's turn
You
to
want to be
feel the ether.
for real?
Bro, it's like
They don't get no
Wow.
ether. Like communication is something simple that.
You
like-
done talked about his thunder.
So
He
I
about,
ain't
he
really
about
emotional
worried about
now.
it. It's that.
He's
about the
I'm
emotional.
not
EC.
getting emotional. He can't. Listen, that's just like what TG said. I'm not even gonna get emotional. I ain't gonna get even too extenuous on this, because you know what? Just like TG said, by next 2-3 days, the Knicks could be out of the playoff hunt, and all the teams that we just named that's not in it could be in it.
I
Like,
doubt
and
it.
all it takes is
because of the
2-3
parity
days.
going on
So.
now. On the simple
All right,
strength that the
so right
Magic
now-
is in, that means somebody else outside the Knicks from last year is out.
So let's see. So the Knicks are 5-4, and OKC is 4-5. So by next week, by next Monday, who gonna have a better record?
OKC is gonna have a better record.
Okay, you heard it here, Mac.
Aaron,
Oh no, let me.
Knicks got an easier schedule.
I ain't gonna look at the schedule.
this is embedded.
I don't know.
I hear
And
it.
they're in an easier division, just based off of that. Like, I mean, granted, we get a slight push, but I'm
We'll
gonna be
see.
honest. Like, OKC is gonna have problems, bruh. Roberson is still a fucking starter. Like,
He's gonna start for defensive purposes.
Come on, TG, talk that.
Let's
Get your
see.
ass, TG.
Let me see. So
He's not starting
OKC.
for scoring purposes. He's starting for defensive purposes. That's it. We need defense. You can't have this all offense on the floor. You do that, you ass
Father
out.
in Bhattinda.
So what's the 13th? All right, so they got 4 games. OKC, they play the Kings, which are 1-8. Then they play the Nuggets. They 5-5. Then they play the Clippers, 5-4. Then they play the Mavericks, 1-10. So
They're gonna lose one of those below 500 games.
so you think they'll
Man, who the
lose
Knicks
to
play?
the Kings or the Mavericks?
I don't think they'll lose to none of them,
I
but
think they
being
lose to
realistically,
nine.
they'll lose.
So if they're gonna go 4, so they'll be 8-5.
So they
So
got 4 and 5
so
days, 4 and 6
they
days.
got 4. Yeah, by next Monday they got 4 games. I'm gonna check
They're
the Knicks.
losing one of them.
Okay, so Piff got them going 3-1. You got them going 4-0.
And the Mavs might just get lucky because it's the last game, just because they're tired.
So by Piff's stand they'll be 7-6, and Jones they'll be 8-5. So let's look at New York. By next Monday, same thing, 4 games.
Okay.
Play the Hornets, 5-5. Then the Magic, 6-4. The Kings, and then the Cavs.
Shit.
All right,
So what you
they're
think,
not-
Piff?
They're not beating the Cavs again. That's already a definite.
not br- They're gonna go 500. So then OKC will have a better record.
If we going 3-1,
No, it'll be the same. If you said 500, 2-2, they'll be 7-6. So you will have OKC and the Knicks at the same record, Piff.
Fuck. The only thing is because the Magic is balling. We can't.
So
that's
y'all
unpredicted. And the Hornets, they're a wild card.
So you think y'all beat the Kings and the Cavs?
I think we could definitely gonna beat the Kings. It's between the Hornets and the Magic. We're
So
not
you think
gonna-
gonna lose to the Cavs?
Yeah, I think the Cavs.
Maybe.
LeBron want that dub back. If I'm LeBron, I'm just looking at it like that. I want that dub back.
Trying to see, is the game in New York? Oh,
But
it's
like-
in New York.
But wait, I'll
Oh,
say this:
might have to
hot
get
take,
tickets.
hot take, and we're gonna have to do an emergency pod. If the Knicks beat them again by a nice margin, there's a problem in Cleveland. There's a problem in Cleveland. We gotta do a podcast on Cleveland. Saying that now, right now, because just think about it. The Knicks,
I can tell you what
They're
the
giving
problem
up
is.
113 points, Cleveland.
They're getting old, bro. There's a bunch of old players on that squad.
wait, we ain't gonna start
Yeah,
on
and
them again.
Tristan Thompson hurt.
But it's just looking at it
Shumpert
from
hurt.
that aspect. You're losing to 500 teams. You're
Yeah.
not losing to contenders. That's the part that was just like, yo.
Well,
That's,
shit, they're below 500 team.
Yeah, basically.
yeah. Wow.
And again, it's still early.
Oh yeah, it's still early, but it's just weird, you know. It's
there's
just
some nuances that really make you look past that still early stuff. So
Okay,
we're not gonna
we'll
dive
see
down
when it's
that rabbit
playoff
hole
time.
again. But feel me? We're gonna definitely see how that works out.
Let me see who they beat. All right, they beat the Celtics. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Wizards. No, they had to beat somebody else. They beat the Celtics. They beat the Bucks. Oh, they beat the Bulls. And they beat the Wizards.
That's it, bro.
They lost to the Hawks. They lost to the Pacers. They lost to the Pelicans. They lost to the Nets.
Oh, damn.
They lost to the Magic.
And the next.
Bro, every time they lost, they gave up over 100 every game. Besides the first game.
That was the only one.
In the second game, they gave up 99, 97, 114, 112, 112, 123, 114, 124, 122, 117. They ain't playing no defense, bro.
Crazy. I'm telling y'all, man. They
Yeah,
lose to the
checked
Knicks
out.
again. If they lose to the Knicks
Yeah,
again, it's
yeah.
a problem.
If they lose to the Knicks again, then I know the Knicks is going to the playoffs, because that year they beat Miami. They was beating up on Miami. The Knicks went to the playoffs.
That was good. That was good.
Oh shit, I feel like I had a whole nother game.